from Melissa's Creations. I got a box today. That's right, I did. I got a box. So I am about to get ready and open that sucker live with you guys. We're also going to be making a card, a very bright and springy colored card. I want to make this right here. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to make that beautiful card right there. And it has the Petal Pair embossing folder. We're going to do some stamping of our own background down here. And then we've got the black cardstock with the white. I don't know if they just stamped it in craft white or if they heat embossed it in white embossing powder or both. But we're going to do both just to make sure we get a really nice, beautiful white image there. And then they used the fun little accents. Oh, love it. Pool party. And here we go. So I have a piece of Whisper White. I'm going to cut a standard card base first of all. So 5.5 by 8.5. And then we're going to score that in the middle at 4.25. Okay. And then I'm going to cut a piece of this pool party to go over the top. And we're going to make that 4 by 5.25. I'm going to use the example in the Occasions catalog, but I'm actually going to make it a standard size card instead of the little square card that they did. So there's 5.25. So I have my card base and my card mat to go on top of that. And then they ran a small piece of Whisper White over the top. And we're going to be using our Petal Pair embossing folder with this. It comes with 2 different embossing folders. This is one. And I want to make sure that I have it about that width. So I'm going to measure this. This is 2.25. So I'm going to cut a 2.25 inch piece, and then I'm just going to leave it long for now because I'm going to just kind of cut it off as soon as I emboss it. So we've got that. Now we need scrap of black cardstock. And we're going to get our Stampin' on. So I am going to use the sentiment. Some things are just meant to be like the two of you together because it's so pretty. Mount that up. Grab my craft, my Whisper White craft ink. And we're going to do some heat embossing. So my embossing buddy to get that all over the surface there. And then we're going to use the white embossing powder. Clear, silver, white. Okay. So we're going to stamp in white and emboss in white, just so we make sure that we get it looking really, really nice. Okay. And we're going to cut this out in a circle, so I'm going to kind of stamp it up to the left up here a little bit, leave a little bit of room so I can cut that circle out. Okay, I think that's going to work lovely. Pour on that powder. Look at how vibrant that is on that black cardstock. Yes, best way to do it. Hopefully I don't spill that white powder everywhere. I'm going to kind of put it way far away from me so that I am less likely to make an oopsie. So I'm going to heat emboss that, and I'm going to start by warming up my heat tool on the back of the paper. And then I'm going to move to the front just to try and prevent too much warping on there. Lovely. So pretty. All right, I think we are good. Yep, I'm just checking for powder to make sure we got it all. Try and get those moved out of the way a little bit. Okay, so before I bring in the big shot, we're gonna stamp on our pool party cardstock. So set these guys aside for a minute. I need a bigger desk, you guys. it is about to get crowded. Okay, so Petal palette stamp set. Love it. It is my favorite. We're going to use this guy right here. Whoop. And I need my big block. Okay, I don't know how Lemon Lime Twist is going to look on here, but that is a pretty bright green. And I could look up, I think I could look it up, but I'm just going to see. Let's just see if it comes out as nice as it is on the sample in the catalog. Let's see what happens. Let me bring in some scrap paper. Try to find a piece that isn't completely wrecked. Okay, that needs to unfold. Here we go. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Do you guys think it's gonna work? Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. That is so bright and vibrant. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. Like I wasn't before, but that is so pretty. Okay, so we're going to make our own DSP. And we're just going to randomly stamp this all over. And remember, we're going to put a strip of Whisper White through the middle. So I'm not worried about getting the middle too much. I just want to make sure that I have a nice mix of the green, black, and blue. So that was Lemon Lime Twist, and that's all I'm going to do on there. I don't want too much, I don't think. We'll find out as soon as I get to that point. Basic black. Let me clean off that stamp real quick on the Stampin' Scrub. Amazing tool. Okay. Basic black, here we go. This is the felt pad, so you can twist, twist, tap, tap with that, but not with the sponge. Not with the sponges. Okay, we're gonna kind of overlap that a little bit. Oh my gosh, I am thinking, I think this is going to be beautiful. Okay, and let's see. Let's put a couple more overlapping leaves here all around the edges. Case in the catalog, everybody. Okay, let me clean that off, and then we're going to switch up our stamp. I love this set. It is so beautiful. We're going to use this little guy right here. And done with the black. Grab this, and we're going to stamp that in Pool Party. Now mine is super inky, so I'm just going to try and be careful. Okay, we're going to put that in some of the open spaces all around. And put one here. Make sure you move the paper and your stamp so it's not in the same direction. We're going for an all over kind of look. You guys, this is turning out really, really nice. I am really excited about it. Super excited about it. Again, if you're commenting, I cannot see any new comments. I apologize. Facebook is being kind of weird. So I will make sure that I respond to everybody as soon as the video's over. All right. So we have our sentiment stamped. We have our background stamped. I'm pretty sure it's time for some big shot work. Let me bring in my, uh-oh, there go all my Valentines I just made today. All over the floor. All right. Grab this out. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out my sentiment. I've got my Big Shot platform, thin die adapter, one cutting plate, put on my cardstock, and I'm going to use, of course, if I can find them, here they are, the Stitched Shapes Framelits dies. And I'm going to use the second largest circle. Yes, lovely. I'm just going to kind of center that, put another cutting plate on top, run that through, and then back. You don't need to do that with the framelits, but I'm working in limited space to my right side, so beautiful. Okay, one down. Now we're going to run through our Whisper White cardstock in one of our Petal Pair embossing folders. So just gonna kind of line that up a little bit. Now when you do the embossing folder, take off your thin die adapter, put your cutting plate back on, embossing folder and cardstock, and a cutting plate on top of that. Run that through. And oh, so pretty. So pretty. Love it. Okay, do I need to cut anything else out? I don't think so. I think that is all of the cutting and embossing for this card. So let me get that back out of the way so I can knock over the rest of my Valentines. Oh my goodness. And usually I try and pick up as I go. If you guys watch my YouTube videos, you'll know that I edit a lot of stuff because I'm cleaning up my area as I go. I'm kind of like OCD like that. Even right now, I'm trying to put stuff away when I'm trying to actually get my bone folder. So yeah, I'm gonna just set everything aside and I'll work on cleaning it up later. Okay, so I'm just going to use my bone folder to give our cardstock base a crease. Okay, and I'm not going to put this down quite yet, but I just kind of want to lay everything down and see how it looks. Now, the fun part with this, I'm going to tear my edge because I like that rough edge look. I think it's really pretty. So we're going to tear that off. And then we're going to do the same on this edge. Not too much, just mostly where it didn't really emboss. It just kind of comes off itself. Okay, and now I need to get out some ribbon. Here it is. We're using the organza ribbon in Whisper White that coordinates so beautifully. Of course it does, because Stampin' Up! Is awesome. And my Petal Passion embellishments. And also, I cannot forget my bling. We're going to use rhinestones today. Somewhere. Here we go. Old style rhinestones. The new style does not have the strips anymore. But you guys know how much I love my bling. I like stocked up on these, so I have a ton that I need to go through and use. All right, I think we're ready. I am going to start by, let's see, I'm going to put my ribbon down. Maybe I'll pop this up first and then put my ribbon down. I think that might be the easiest. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of my embossed piece here. And again, just kind of get your center here. And I'm going to put a couple on the back towards the edges first. And then I'll put a couple in the middle. And by a couple, I mean like cover the whole thing. Cover that whole darn thing with dimensionals. Pop that up. I'm so sad I can't see your guys' comments. Facebook is being mean to me today. I was trying to watch myself on my computer so that I could see comments, but it was freaking out, so I had to stop it. All right, this goes right in the middle. Boom. Okay. Don't worry about the edges. We're going to take care of those in just a minute. I'm going to cut some ribbon, and we're going to put those right around the edges of our cut piece here, just so we can barely see it. So I'm just going to kind of cut off a couple of lengths so that I can wrap them around. Fast fuse. All right, I'm gonna get my card base out of the way for a moment. And now I'm kind of using these as a guide where to place my fast fuse for my ribbon. So I'm gonna put a little bit there and a little bit here and right there and right there. Now I can place it on the front to get it where I want it and how I want it to look. Just kind of ease it in. Ease it in. Come on now. Come on, fingers. There we go. And I want it to kind of peek out enough so that you can see that beautiful ribbon, but I also want it hiding behind that embossed piece. Kind of like that. Now we'll do, oops, that's not it. We'll grab this guy, do the same thing on the other side of that embossed piece. I think I cut my ribbon a little bit long, but that's okay. It still works. I can trim it off in a second here. Okay. Oh, yes, this is coming together really nice. I like it so far. I like it a lot. I'm gonna just trim off a little bit of, that's not super necessary. You could tape it down with some Scotch tape or something too, but I just kind of want to eliminate a little bit of that bulk. Okay, I'm going to trim off, and yes, I have two different pairs of snips. One is strictly for ribbon and the other is for paper. I'm just one of those people. Let me know if you are too. I'm gonna trim off, hopefully without cutting my ribbon, that embossed piece of paper. Boom. Oh, I just kind of stabbed myself a little bit. I'm good. We're all good. We're fine. And then I'm going to use my fast fuse and get that cardstock onto my card. Make sure it's the right way, because that's the last thing we need, is to glue it on upside down. Although at this point it might not matter, because if it was upside down, it still kind of looks the same either direction. So far so good. All right, now it's time to pop up our sentiment, and we're going to be putting that off to the side here. I am like way more excited about this card than I ever thought that I would be. I mean, I just kind of thought about this idea today. I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if we made a card today? And then, you know, I'm like, oh, well, that one's kind of cute, but I don't like the shape. So how easy is it to take inspiration from the catalog and turn it into a different style, a different card, a different something? Super easy. I'm doing it right now, you guys. You can do this too. Love these. These are so pretty. We're going to use one of those. And I think, me thinks we're using some mini glue dots. Yes, we're going to use mini glue dot on the back. Okay. I wonder if I should put two. I'm sure one is fine. She says, knowing that she wants to put two on. And then we're going to put this kind of right here. Just kind of sticker that down just like so. And you guys, we're almost done. One last final touch, which you guys know what it is. You know. And I'm losing it here. I'm not finding my stuff. Bling. That's right. We're going to put some bling on here. We're going to use one of these, and it's going to go here. We're going to use a little bit smaller. That's going to go right here. And then we're going to use the same size as the last one. And surprise, we're going to put it up here. Just like that. And then we are going to add a couple of small ones. This, oh, did I? Yep. I just knocked the glue right off of that one. Okay, these are going to go over down on this side. Two smalls. There and there. Okay, you guys. It is done. Done, done, done. Hi, Alia. That's the first comment I've seen since I commented. Hi, this card is so pretty. Oh, thank you. I cased it from the catalog. And the Occasions catalog for this suite, this is the card I cased. They did theirs kind of square, and I made mine not square because I like not square cards. So there it is. There we go, you guys. Oh, so pretty. Should we make another one really quickly? I'm feeling like we should. I just got the designer series paper from this suite, the Petal Passion paper. So let's see. I need Whisper White, Basic Black. I get to use my markers. We're gonna make this. Hi, Jeanette. Thank you. Oh, hi, Laura. Okay, everybody is on board for another card. Sure, whip up one more. Hi, Cheryl. Everybody, Cheryl's my mom. Hi, Mom. What do you have in mind? I'm gonna make this, but instead of the blue, I am going to, of course, use Rich Razzleberry because I want to try the color lifter that I just got with my Stampin' Blends markers. I have not used it yet. And my old olive. We're going to play with the Stampin' Blends and some designer series paper. Bear with me. Let me clean up my area because it will drive me not literally, but figuratively insane if I don't clean this up right now. A little bit, just a skosh. Okay, we're still gonna use those. I want to put these away before I lose them. Okay. Oh, do I need those? Yes, I still need those. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We're gonna do some more heat embossing too. Okay, here we go. I am going to stick with doing that card. So normally I just like making the standard size, but I am actually going to make this thinner one. And I'm not sure if this is our, I think this is our note card. I think there's a new size note card somewhere in this catalog, and I'm pretty sure that's what they used, but we're gonna make it up as we go. So this is how I'm going to kind of gauge the sizes. I have no idea what size to make it. We're going to kind of figure that out right now. So I know that the rose, let me bring this back in. I know that the rose is pretty much on all sides of the stitched circle. So let's check this out. That will do it. So it's the largest circle. Okay, we've got that part down. Now for the paper, if this circle, it looks like the circle's not touching the left edge, but it's going off the right edge. I'm going to measure it. I think it's 2 something. About 2 3/4. So I'm going to make my card 3 inches wide and probably, what do you think? 5 inches tall, 3 by 5. Let's see. Let's just see if it works. So 3 by 5, that means I need a 6 by 5 piece. I wonder if that's big enough. Let's measure this. Let's measure this. 6 and a bit by 5 1/2. That works. So I'm going to cut this down to 5. And then I'm going to cut it down to 6. And then I'm going to score it at 3. And then I'm going to play. That looks just perfect. Okay, so we know that this front is 3 by 5. So I'm going to bring in my designer series paper. And they used this one. Look how gorgeous. Really, really loving this paper. So I know that I just need 3 inches, and because my card is this direction, I want to make sure that I follow that direction with my paper. So I only need to cut a 3-inch strip. Maximize your cardstock and your DSP, ladies and gentlemen, if we have any gentlemen watching today. So I'm going to trim this at 3. And then I'm going to trim it down to 5. Is that 3? That looks awful big. Let's find out. Nope, that fits. Yep, that is correct. And then I know that I can get one more piece, and then I'll have like a 2-inch strip left over for my scrap pile, which could use the other side, or could use so many different ideas. I love this. We're getting 2 cards out of the 1 sheet of Whisper White cardstock that I used. Super cool. Oh, I still need a scrap of white. Dig into my scrap drawer here. I guess this. No, I want to clean. Oh, here we go. Perfect. A clean sheet. Clean sheet of Whisper White. Let's do our stamping first. Again, I'm going to, oh no, I'm going to stamp this in Memento. I just got Memento today, so I'm not used to knowing that I have it yet. So we're going to grab that out, rip that open in several pieces, apparently. There we go. Okay, and mount that up. Haven't used my Memento yet. I'm really excited. I had stays on for the longest time. This is not wanting to stick. I think I got a little too excited. Let's clean that up a bit. I'm just gonna, to make that stick, I'm just gonna put a little bit of Stampin' Mist on my Stampin' Scrub and then kind of clean off that side. Boom. Now that's not going anywhere. Nice and stuck, unless I move it, which I'm going to. There we go. Okay. Memento. And boom. Just pushing down, making sure I get it. Yay! So pretty. I'm really, really excited about this one too. Okay, set that aside so I can clean it later. I'm going to let that dry for just a minute while we stamp our sentiments. So I've already put some embossing buddy on here, you know, just rub it on a little bit. A little bit more never hurts. And now we're going to use, I'm not sure where they use the for you. They used for and you. Look at how clever they are. You guys, that is so clever. They used 2 different stamps to get both of those little words for you. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna be just as clever as they are. We're gonna stack them. We're gonna stick them. And then we're going to stamp them. Stack them, stick them, stamp them. Whew, that's a tongue twister, let me tell you what. My new catchphrase. I'm using my Whisper White Craft ink. And then I'm going to heat emboss it with Whisper White to make sure I get a beautiful, crisp white color. Okay, that looks good. And now bring in that powder that, oh, that almost went everywhere, you guys. Bring that powder back in. Pour a little bit more on there. Flicky, flicky. And then just kind of, okay, looking good. Get that back out of the way again. Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Okay, we're good. Heat tool. Heat up the back first. Then the front. Okay, let it cool for just a second. I have gotten a little too excited and rubbed on that before it was ready. Mistakes were made, regrets, moving on. Just give it a minute to kind of hang out. So we are going to be fussy cutting those two words out. Let it cool, let it cool. Okay, the back is cooled off. We're good. We're just going to snip off the 4 and the U. And bonus, you get to use the other words on another project for everything. No, we're going to take the everything out. Hey, that's kind of cool. I just love everything. And then you could find a stamp that says about you or something like that. That'd be cute. So snip out the 4. Put that in the scrap pile so that we can reuse it on something else. There's my 4. And let's cut down the U. Okay, got those. Boom. Boom shakalaka. We're ready. We are ready to color. Okay, now be careful. These are so tiny. Don't lose those. Don't lose those, Melissa. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're going to color. Here we go. What do I need? I think I just want to raise it up a little bit. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. No real reason other than just having it up off the desk to color on. So I'm nervous. I've never used alcohol-based markers to my knowledge. I mean, I may have picked one up at some point, but didn't realize. So we're going to color in the flower with Rich Razzleberry. I'm not quite sure how to do it, so I'm just gonna start. No better way than to just do this. You guys are witnessing my first time with me, so here we go. I'm just gonna kind of do some outlining first like I did on my other projects, and then I'm gonna try the color lifter. I guess I probably should read some directions. I usually do. But I want to live dangerously today for some reason. Maybe it's all the caffeine I've ingested so far. Okay, let's just see what happens. Nothing yet. Am I doing it right? I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I need to color in the whole thing. Let's try that. Let's try coloring the whole thing in first. My dog thinks it's lunchtime, which it's not. It kind of makes it lighter. Look at that. It's making it a little bit lighter in places. I think that's going to work. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish outlining all of the flowers, and then I'm going to color it in with the light razzleberry, and then I'm going to take the color lifter to it. Okay, while we're here, let's do the green too. Old Olive, light and dark. Hey Sam, thanks for joining. Second time you've got to see me live today, yay. All right, so I'm gonna just outline in the dark first, and then we're gonna go in with that light color and blend away. And again, if I don't respond to your comment, I will after the video is over. I'm going to take the brush tip, and it still has some Rich Razzleberry on it. Just going to kind of... I need to watch Stampin' Up's videos to see what exactly they do. But I'm trying to use it to kind of blend stuff out. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if it takes a minute to dry. I have no idea. Great demonstration, Melissa. Great job. You are capturing your audience's attention with your vast knowledge of product. There we go. That's kind of blending together now. Now that I switched to the fine tip side. I just kind of want to soften those lines up. I don't need it to go like white. I just kind of want to blend those lines in together. And maybe it just takes a minute too. Let me just kind of go over all of this here. It does look like it's kind of doing what I was thinking it might do. And then let it dry a little bit. And then I'm just going to rub that off on the corner of my paper so that I can do the same with the leaves. I'm just going to color those all in, kind of see if I can blend those colors together a little bit more. It's still super pretty. We're almost ready, you guys. The coloring takes the longest part, and because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in the video, I didn't have anything ready in advance, so bear with me. I'm done. I'm done coloring. We're going to put it together now. Getting your oil changed. That sounds like a good time. Very fun. So that's what it looks like so far. And I can tell the difference, especially like right in here. It kind of blended those together. Here's what the back looks like with those alcohol-based markers. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I don't know. I kind of like it. I need to play more, definitely. But I think we're on the right track. Big shot one more time. We're going to cut this out with the coordinating Thinlit. If I can find them. Here they are. Okay. Petals and More Thinlit dies. Get these in the bundle with the Petal palette. Oops, stamp set. If you don't already have a demonstrator or you're not a demonstrator, I would love it if you shop with me. Use my hostess code if your order is under $150. I'll send you a thank you. And surprise happy mail throughout the year. All right, get that cut out. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is pretty. I really like that. I love it. Okay, and I need a white circle with my stitched shape circle here, the largest one. Oops, I keep knocking over my stuff. Get out of there. There we go. Okay, I do believe we are ready to assemble. Let me get this out of the way. And look at my picture so I get it all right. Okay, so we have our circle, our For You sentiment, and our flower. I'm gonna grab my bone folder, and my blade needs to be changed. So I find a good way to flatten out those rough edges when you cut on your Stampin' trimmer. Just take your bone folder and kind of run it on those edges a little bit. It'll help to flatten them out. Okay, now we're going to fold this in half and give it a nice crease. There we go. Oh, dig around in that adhesive box. Brand new. Love it. I should have got one of these. Should have got a replacement. Jeanette, haven't got this set yet, but you are swaying me towards it. Oh, girl. It is so awesome. It's my favorite new set. Not just out of the occasions, but of all time. And I never hold on to retiring products or products that aren't available, except as soon as this one retires, who knows when or if it will. Hopefully it won't, because it's amazing, but I don't think I'm going to be able to give this one up. I'm probably going to hold on to this one for life. It is that beautiful. So many different projects you can do. And if you're on my YouTube, if you're a subscriber of mine on YouTube, you know, you know how much I love this, because like every other video that I put out lately is using this. It's just too gorgeous. Too stinking gorgeous. Now I'm debating. I think I am going to pop it up though. Now remember, we're going to offset this slightly to the side, just a little bit. So don't put any adhesive like way out here on the side, which is probably fine because I think I'm just going to kind of put it all in the middle here like that anyway. There we go. And we're going to kind of offset that a little over here. And we're going to put it a little bit higher than lower. So maybe even a little bit higher than that. Right there is good. And get more dimension. We are getting all the D's, not just 2D, not 3D. We're getting all the D's on this card. We're going to raise the dimensional roof. How did they do theirs? They went this way. Okay. Maybe they did use a smaller circle. They did. They used a smaller circle. That's okay. That is okay. If they used a smaller circle, that means that their card was smaller too. But that's okay. I like this size. It's a good size, and it'll still fit in a standard envelope. That's what I like about it so much. Mini dimensionals making their debut today for the 4. For our 4. Okay, I can't pick those up. I have no nails. Mini dimensional, one on the back of each. I'm feeling the pearl vibe on this card. What do you guys think? Are you feeling pearls for this? I am. All right, we're gonna put these up and over a little bit. It's a lot different than their version in the catalog, but again, I was guesstimating my sizes, so we're just gonna, let me put this one down a little bit, like this. Okay. And I'm definitely feeling the pearl vibe. Ooh, no, I'm not. Let's try our glitter and clear epoxy shapes. I don't know if it'll show up very well, but do or do not, there is no try. Let's give it a whirl. Scissors, here we go. Okay. Let's just pick one up and see what happens. Come here, you rascal. Come here. Come here. Where'd it go? There, it's jumping all over the place. Here we are. Well, there goes some more Valentines. I'm gonna put them on the flower so that it looks like dewdrops. It might not show up well on the camera. I'll bring it closer in a minute. Oh my gosh, these are my new favorite. Everything is apparently my new favorite. Oh, they're so pretty. So pretty. I think a paper piercer might work a little bit better to hold these guys. I can't stop putting these on. Yes. So much yes. Oh, this is in the way. I'm so sorry. Hope that wasn't too... Do you see the epoxy shapes? Right there, and right here, and up here, and right here. I don't want to go overboard. I was contemplating Wink of Stella, but I think we're going to just stick with that for now. So let me show you, let me clear some space off here. Now they used Pool Party, but we used Rich Razzleberry. So there's their version, and here's my version. I do like the blue, and if I had Pool Party in the blends, I would have used it, but maybe you're only supposed to use one and not the light and the dark. Maybe you're just supposed to use one. Kind of looks like they might have used it on that sample. But there it is, you guys. Super fun. There's the other one, our 2 samples for today. So yeah, I just wanted to get my anniversary pin. So that's what spurred this entire box of stuff. And then when I saw that Petal Passion paper, I'm like, this needs to be a card and this needs to happen now because I'm too excited about it. So I just turned to the Petal Passion Suite page in the catalog and we cased this. And the only thing we really changed on that was the color of the roses, and I added the epoxy shapes. And we also cased this card here, but we changed that one up quite a bit. I mean, we just made it bigger. We made it a full-size card instead of a square card. So here are the cards we made. I love them. That one is super pretty. Love those roses and that paper. And then we have this one. This is so gorgeous with the bling. I just love it. We made our own DSP on a piece of colored cardstock. Now that's not always an easy thing to do, but it's beautiful. I love how they both turned out. Thank you guys so much for visiting me today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you don't already have a demonstrator, and if you are a customer of mine, or if you'd like to be a customer of mine, I would so very much appreciate it if you shopped with me. Get this bundle. It is amazing. It's beautiful, gorgeous. So many things you can do with it. I don't know how many of these cards you can see behind me, but half of them are probably using Petal palette because it's just that beautiful. I don't think I have one sitting next to me now, but anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And just to let everybody know, I'm cutting down on the amount of videos I'm doing, so I'm only doing like about 3 a week, give or take. So just letting you know, I'm still around. I'm just not posting every single day like I used to. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed the projects today. Thank you so much for all the love and the hearts and everything. I hope you have a fantastic day. If you need help ordering, if you need any questions answered, I'd be more than happy to help you out. I will talk to you guys very soon. Have a great afternoon. Bye.